Here we go, guys! 5, 4, 3, 2,
A ghost, huh?
1, go!
Right, I hear you. Okay, they started the first run of the downhill a minute ago.
It's all up to you now. Time to earn the name Godarm. You gotta put it all into this one. Everything that made you a legend.
Hey, Keisuke.
Yeah?
Do you think Takumi's gonna be okay out there?
Sweating about it sure isn't gonna help. This is his race. We gotta let him run it.
Chief told me something. Said everything that makes Joshima such a racing legend is his steering technique, which is pretty damn impressive. The unique thing about him is that he leaves his left hand on the shifter and uses only his right hand to steer. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of anybody who can do that.
Yeah, but I don't understand. What's the purpose of it? I'd feel all kinds of weird if I had to steer without holding the wheel with both hands. Wait a sec. If the guy's only using one hand to steer with, then he's gonna run into corners on the mountain where he won't be able to spin the wheel enough to turn the car. The pass is full of places like that. That's the whole point of these kind of races.
That's why the guy's nickname is Godarm. He's called the sorcerer of the steering wheel for a good freaking reason.
This guy's incredibly freaking fast.
Just like I figured. This kid's pretty good.
That's it. He's gotta be drifting. I know it's a difficult technique to master, but with the minimal steering of a zero-counter drift, he could pull it off.
He probably could, but Joshima doesn't do any drifting maneuvers at all. He's got a different style altogether. It's somewhere between drifting and gripping.
Wait, he splits between drifting and gripping? You mean it isn't either one of them?
All of you seem to think Joshima's one-handed steering technique is a weird thing to do. But it makes a hell of a lot more sense than you might think it does. You just need to know how little you gotta steer in order to turn the car. And after 20 years of solid practice, Joshima's got it just about perfected. He had to put a lot of thought into this. He didn't get to where he is just by winging it. This was all careful planning. He'll swear up and down that what he's doing out there isn't drift or grip, but something else. But if you're asking me, I say what the guy's doing is the ideal drift.
So, Fumihiro, question. You remember a guy called Shingo Shoji who raced for the Night Kids? He was the one with the penchant for gum-tape death matches.
Shoji. Yeah, I do. He was the guy who would tape his right hand to the steering wheel. Crazy.
In those races, only a steering wheel with a limited range is allowed. It's part of the challenge. That way, you turn by using your accelerator. It's tough, but I'm willing to bet that Joshima's signature one-handed steering technique probably has its roots in the same theory as gum-tape death matches. He used to utilize the same technique, and he was the best in his class.
Something about this race feels so familiar. I know this kind of pressure.
The kind that sticks to every turn I make. It's like my dad's back there in the Impreza breathing down my neck.
Like jabs.
Holy damn! This is freaking incredible! I never thought I'd see Joshima racing against Project D's 86.
You ever seen something slide that fast around a curve before? Man, seeing these two mammoths try to knock each other down is killer.
First run's almost over. Damn it, that pressure. It's been breaking me down this whole time and I can't shake it.
Perfect. I got to watch your every move on this first run.
They're here! Dude, check it out. They're practically on top of each other.
On my count! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Is this guy who's racing actually that good?
The S2000.
There's not a pro who could come up to our turf and beat us.
This is killing me. I don't have anything left to give.
I only say this for the sake of Joshima's reputation, but if the winner isn't decided by the end of the second run of this battle, then I think he might be trying to engineer this whole night so that he wins while chasing. That's kind of the way he is sometimes.
No way. I'd have thought a doctor'd know better than to try something as dumb as that. Passing the 86 on a course with no straightaways. What the hell? Does he have a death wish?
Maybe, but that's exactly what he's planning on doing. I'm telling you, he's got issues.
I didn't notice this when I was leading earlier, but he's running different lines. I thought I already found the best line to follow, and he's not anywhere close. The timing he uses for sticking to the inside is always earlier or later than I would have used. It's the opposite of everything I've been taught. But is that the right thing to do on this course? If it's not, then how the hell is he getting that kind of speed?
You know, Ryosuke, I keep thinking about what you told Takumi before he started tonight.
I'll be able to say more later, but for now I want you to concentrate on the road and not your opponent. You're not racing a man, you're racing a ghost.
Takumi's greatest weapon might be his ability to absorb the skills of his opponents as he's following them, but what you said to him doesn't make any sense. What did you mean when you called Joshima a ghost?
I don't get any of this. How can he stay on those screwed up lines and still be so fast? this when I was leading earlier, but he's running different lines. How can he stay on those screwed up lines and still be so fast?
The guy you're going up against is far and away the best you've ever faced. Not a chink in his armor. You might not think you can win, but stick to your guns and you might actually pull this off. Tough it out. Remember, you aren't racing a man. You're racing a ghost.
Huh?
Don't forget that.
Fine, tough it out, I get it. But for how long?
Hey, have you been keeping track? How many runs is this?
Let me think. They started with the 8-6 leading, so I guess that makes 4, 5. This will be the 6th run.
Would have figured the whole thing would be over by now. Didn't expect it to go on this long.
That's what I figured on. I thought this was a lock, but after everything we've seen so far, I don't know who's gonna win anymore.
There it goes again. The line he's using, it changes every single run. This doesn't make sense. Is that the kind of thing he does when he goes for a time attack? Because if the dude can pull off a record time doing this, then why does he even bother choosing lines at all?
Anywhere in this battle, it'll be there. And unless I'm way off, Joshima will make the move.
Hoshino might have poked at me about it, but there's a damn good reason I've dragged this race out as long as I have. Watching that 8-6 from behind, the reason is as clear as the moon on a cloudless night. I can finally take advantage of his worn-out tires. Not much room to give. My tires are going too. They're about ready to splinter. But I'm going to win this thing with my brain. How an adult does it. It's on either the 8th or 9th turn of the multiple S curve. There's a point where the rhythm changes. It's subtle, but it's there. And on the curve right before that... There! Don't be down on yourself, kid. You're not a bad driver. Quite the opposite, in fact. I mean, considering the abilities of the 86, you've managed to put up a heavyweight fight. You've got skills, that much is obvious, and talent. I hope you keep going. Keep your experiences in your pocket, learn from them, and grow.
Okay, I understand. Thanks. Hey, Ryosuke. They're saying Fujiwara just got passed. I guess that's the end of it. He's done good up to now, but it's over.
The guy made a smooth move and owned it. There's no doubt about that. He was in total control of the race up to that point and held off on passing until he knew he could pull it off without a hitch. You have to hand it to him. His timing was perfect. And it was all due to his one-handed steering technique. Even if we knew all about it before we got here, we never could have avoided this.
All right, we did it! We did it! This freaking sucks, man. What the hell does Fujiwara think he's doing? Keisuke won the hill climb and now he's screwing up the downhill.
He got passed. Had to happen sooner or later.
And now there's nothing we can do. There's no way we're gonna win on the downhill. We're totally hosed.
Is that what you think? If there was anyone else behind the wheel of that 86, I'd agree. But there's not. That's Fujiwara driving. No way to tell what he's gonna try to pull next.
I guess you're right, but...
Maybe it's just that I don't want you to lose. If anybody deserves to show you up in a battle, damn it, it's gotta be me.
Own pace and finish out the battle in his own way. It may look grim at the moment, but they haven't beaten us yet.
Time to leave this kid in the dust. No point in saving my tires anymore. I'll use the rest of my grip and leave you wondering where I went.
The 86 was behind Joshima.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. How'd he even do that?
Keep in mind, the 86 isn't the only car wearing down its tires tonight. That S2000 is a little heavier. That'll do its own damage.
You got a point there.
It doesn't matter how skilled you are at managing your tires, there's a physical limit. It's true you can only do so much for so long. That time is going to come for our opponent as well. It's not like his tires are exempt. And under those conditions, the 86 actually has many more advantages. We know that Joshima's one-handed style of steering is his big thing. That's his golden egg. But the fact he's felt comfortable enough to continue driving with one hand means one thing. That as hard as Takumi's been trying to throw him off his game, he's still squarely in his element.
Okay, but what's your point?
When something jarring happens in a race, most drivers instinctively grab the wheel with both hands. My point is that he's confident that nothing like that would ever happen to him while he's in this battle.
Cool, I get what you're saying.
When racing, this guy can intuit what's coming next. That's why it always appears that he knows how to predict exactly what's around each corner. He's confident that everything will always go his way. That's what allows him to use his one-handed steering. We have to break that confidence. We can't afford to lose. And now that we know this, we certainly can't afford to do nothing. If we can't create a situation that forces the issue, something that scares him to the point that he grabs the wheel with both hands, then we won't be able to create an opening. We might be able to edge him out, but we'll need to get inside his head. The same way he tried to force his way into Takumi's. We just have to figure out how.
Impossible. There's hardly any distance between us. How is this happening? What are you doing back there, kid?
There's no need to match his pace. Just relax and do your own thing. Your best shot is to take the counteroffensive. You should have already noticed that you can use the gutters and hedges on this course, so you need to take advantage of that when you can. I don't think I have to remind you of everything Project D has writing on this.
There it is. That's what he's gunning for. That's what he's gunning for. He's gone. But how? What the hell? What happened back there?
Wait, am I going crazy or did I just see that? I don't know about you, but I just saw a second set of headlights pop out of freaking nowhere.
Damn it. I lose sight of him for 1 second and suddenly the kid comes at me from the sharpest angle he can even attempt. Now that's a godlike driving technique. I had an idea he was cornering by using the gutters by the hedges, but I decided I must be crazy. It's such an incredibly risky technique. If he missed his timing by even a fraction of a second, he'd lose control and crash into the mountain. And my car's been lowered as far as it can, so I couldn't copy his move if I wanted to. What he's doing is tailor-made for an older car without anything hanging from its undercarriage. Well played.
Just the way Fujiwara is.
Going into an 8th run, I thought this battle would have been over a long time ago. I don't know about you, but my nerves are shot.
After a blind attack and a modified gutter run? I wish I could have seen the look on Godarm's face when he saw what was happening.
Me too, that must have really thrown a monkey wrench into his plans. But we knew Takumi was capable of the modified gutter run, and if we knew it, then so did he. So what was keeping him from pulling that move earlier in the race? Maybe he was just holding back until it all got too tough for him.
No, you're wrong. The truth is, he probably couldn't have pulled it off earlier even if he'd wanted to. He was completely under his opponent's control. Before then, he lacked the fortitude to do anything on his own. He'd lost the grip on his tires. He was at the edge of defeat. It was that moment that allowed him to push himself for the first time. You could say it was like Takumi's escape from paralysis.
Sure, that makes sense.
This is where things get tough. Joshima isn't so slack on the road that he'd let himself be fooled by the same trick twice.
This is turning south. An endurance battle won't go well for us. If that's what this is, we're done for.
Joshima won't lose. He can't lose.
The guy's a perfectionist like you don't know. He tries to use his brain to win, and to do that he sticks to his plan. I'm just hoping that the monkey wrench this kid threw in the works doesn't destroy his concentration.
My head is still a total wreck. All I can do now is gun it and put as much distance between us as I can. It's not flashy, but it should work. I've got to do this before fatigue kills my focus. I have one run left in me. I'll pull out my time attack line.
How many runs deep are we? 7? No, this has got to be 8. Damn it. I am not gonna lose this guy. This is wearing the hell out of me, but it's gotta be just as tough on him.
It's the way he's got to win this race, then he'll do it. It might just be a risk worth taking.
It's taken some time, but you can't deny there have been results. He's not even the same person he was before.
Sounds like he's changing so much it's bordering on scary.
Considering the condition of the 86, I think we'll just have Keisuke's hill climb be the heavy on the timed attack.
Yeah, sure.
We're counting on you, Keisuke. I just know you're gonna crush the record tonight.
Sure, kid.
I've tried, but I can't think of a single theory or formula that could explain Fujiwara's luck when it comes to winning. Like when he raced against that pro Tomoyuki Tachi. Or tonight. The guy keeps picking up wins that are nothing short of miraculous. He's a mystery to me and even to himself. Maybe he was born with something special. A gift.
Feeling better yet?
Don't worry, I'll live. You seem relaxed, ready for the next round?
Sure. I was born ready. I almost feel sorry for the kid I'm racing. There's no way he'll ever take my record in that car. My GTR could be picked up right now and dropped into a pro race, and I doubt anybody would so much as blink.
Maybe so, but it wouldn't exactly be a fair race. If there were any regulations to street racing, then it'd clearly be in violation.
Not like I can help it. I lost the battle. But I still get to save a little face in the end, right? So, what about the kid on the downhill? If he hadn't screwed up the 86 and could do the time attack, what do you think had happened?
If that was the case... Kid might give me a run for my money.
I can't say that's the most comforting thing you've ever said to me. So the course record you made in the S2000 could be beaten by an 86? You can't be serious.
Serious as a heart attack. If you're looking at the downhill, that 86 is a force to be reckoned with. His speed was solid and his concentration was unmatched. It was better than I ever expected. It may have been just for a second or two, but at one point he actually forced me to grab onto the steering wheel with both hands.
Wow. I get it now. I didn't realize he was that good.
To wield that amount of skill at that young of an age, it's a scary thing.
How'd he do?
Not great.
Damn! Man, that sucks. On the second and third runs, he was still improving on his personal best.
This sucks.
We need to get back to the chief and report these results soon.
I'm having a hard time just standing here. I can't tell you how much I want to race that guy again.